They're on already. Somebody is anyway.
Well, I don't have my picture.
Well,
can you see there? But
I don't see you, honey. I see other people.
Well, how do I do the thing?
Yeah, if you just touch
Hi, I'm here.
No. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
It's Victoria here.
Hi. I'll go through some of the housekeeping rules in a little bit. Just don't want to repeat myself.
Oh gosh, look at my hair. Don't over the camera with it.
I know, I'm trying to.
Hey, in the chat, if you guys just want to say where you're from, if it's your first time. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Brooke. The chat will be your best friend today. That's kind of how we'll talk about it in a little bit. Colorado, Fort Lauderdale, hi. Virginia. You did one of these a long time ago, Brooke, with Thomas or with somebody else? Hi, Joanne. First time. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Shelly. Victoria. You say you moved?
Wow, how many people do you have on here?
We'll have a couple hundred tonight.
Couple hundred. Wow.
I think tonight is a little bit lower because we've been having more of these. So I want to say it's like 150 tonight, which I know it's a lot, but we've done one way bigger. So hi from New England.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Ago. Yeah. Oh, that's great, Brooke. You got a message from Thomas before in the past. That's awesome. This is my first psychic. You've seen John Edwards. Awesome. Yes, so that's a good reminder. So just so you guys know, sometimes people forget about this, but this is the psychic event. So this is all psychic messages. Sometimes mediumship message will come through, or a loved one will maybe guide Thomas with psychic messages, so that can happen. But this is a more psychic message-based event. So this is where you're going to be able to ask questions about love life, finances, house situation, jobs, pets, health issues. So it's a cool event. I like both of them. This one's a little bit low. I want to say uplifted, but it's a little, because we're talking about the future. It's sometimes exciting to hear. We get a lot of baby questions. Say it's the most popular question people ask, which I totally get, but we can ask that.
God.
I know some of you are just done with having kids. You're not worried about that, but yeah, so it's a great event. So just keep that in mind. This is purely more psychic based. We do have the events that are, I'm just going to mute people. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I can't focus. I was gonna say we do have an event coming up in October for just purely mediumship, which is when your loved ones come through and providing messages, to let you know that they're around you. And again, that can also sometimes psychic stuff can come through those too. So they mix, but there's always a focus area. So this one's focusing on psychic. Never seen him do psychic message. Oh, cool. Well, welcome. It's pretty exciting. I like it. It's nice. I wish you could just go around and just give everybody one, answer one, but it would take them forever, and it's probably very, very challenging to do that. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come through, and then we'll. My phone.
Went away.
Me onto his videos and Uber Psychic. Oh, awesome. Yep. He did 2 shows where he was an Uber driver, and then he provided messages to people that were in getting a ride share. So yeah, that was.
Wow, came up pretty earthquake.
Oh, just gonna mute. Sorry. So we're gonna stay muted. I understand sometimes when we come in, it just unmutes us. So I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just gonna mute everybody. Just that's how we do this event. It's gonna be Thomas and me will be unmuted. I even mute myself too sometimes. But I'll wait a few more minutes to discuss kind of how it works. A lot of you, I recognize some of your names, so I know a lot of you are used to my little speech, but as you can see, we have some new people. So I kind of have to explain it again how it works. I love the backseat psychic. Yeah, he had 2 shows and they were different. I liked both of them for different reasons. I kind of like the Thomas John experience because it kind of got you into the culture of the environment he was in. That was kind of cool. Get to know the surroundings. And then the one he did in Lifetime, Seatbelt Psychic was, I just like how it was done too. So they're both different. They were different producers. Well, they were different channels that did it, but similar thing where he was the Uber driver giving readings. So I know you all are waiting for Tom. You're like, we don't want to hear this girl. Yeah, Brooke, I've been working with him since 2016. So pretty used to working with him. Hi, Stacy. Oh, Susan, that's really sweet.
Hey,
Hi. If you have any questions in regarding other services you have with Thomas, you're welcome to private message me on here. I'll be here all night. That's totally fine. Someone just did that. That's totally fine. I'm going to answer it when I have a chance to breathe. But yeah, so if you have any questions that have nothing to do with this event and pertain to maybe a reading or another event, just DM me on this chat and we can I'll help you out. So yeah, I'll discuss a little bit of the people who are coming in. Gonna be a little bit repeat, but so welcome everybody. Thomas will come in and do an introduction, but for now, for the guide rules is how this works. Again, this is a psychic reading event, so it's all psychic messages about your future or current situation. You will be able, if you're being called on, you will be able to ask, if you have a question or something about that. But mostly it's what Thomas comes up with. So in this event, we're all going to stay muted except me and Thomas, and you're going to use the chat. It's going to be your best friend. Sorry, I get very distracted very easily. So someone just came in. Okay. So you're going to use your chat. And so Thomas is going to either pick a name that he sees or hello. Hi.
I'm here, Kelly.
Or do you want to just explain it? I haven't.
Oh, you haven't done any explanation? Yeah, I can just do it. Yeah.
I was waiting because more people are filing in and I feel like I'm always repeating it.
Okay, if you can just keep an eye on the people emailing about the link.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Welcome to our evening with spirit, evening with psychic messages. Thank you guys so much for signing up and participating. We do have people that are coming in as we speak that are signing up, which is great. I don't know why people wait till the last minute to sign up, but for some reason we promote it and tell everybody to come and then people start buying tickets 5 minutes before. So, Kelly, I don't know if you saw that, but and those are all auto sent, right, Kelly? Kelly?
Yes, they are, but I did send an email 10 or 15 minutes ago again.
So
Just in
welcome,
case.
guys. So we do have a couple of changes today that are different than our normal call to our normal thing here. And we have to kind of roll with the punches. It's okay because in the end of the day, you're kind of getting a little bit of an extra surprise. So just bear with me. So we were supposed to go today from 8 o'clock to 9:30. This is an hour and a half event. Unfortunately, I had something come up last minute. I'm sorry, I'm getting over a cold. And I have to end tonight at 9 o'clock. But we have a special surprise for you that we thought you would like and that will be an awesome. So you're going to get 2 bonus gifts as a result of that. Number one is for the last half hour, Cheryl Murphy is going to come on and work with you guys. She's actually a student of mine. And well, she's a former student of mine. She's a full-fledged psychic medium of now. She's not a student of mine anymore, but she's taking classes with me and stuff, and we've worked together. She is an amazing psychic. So she will be working with you for the last half to cover me. It's actually the last third because I'll be with you for the first hour. The event's only 90 minutes. And then what we decided is just a special bonus. We are going to give you guys another psychic evening. So all of you will get to come to another psychic evening, and Kelly is going to put that in the chat. And she will let you know how that's going to happen. It's not one that's up for sale yet, so it wouldn't be one that you've signed up with before. So you're actually going to get a whole bonus event with me, a free event. And you also will get to work with Cheryl. And Cheryl also said too, she doesn't have a hard stop at 9:30. So she's going to probably go an extra 5 or 10 minutes with you guys anyways. So, really it's a win-win situation. It just, it is what it is. So if anybody has a problem with that, it's kind of tough shit, but if you do have a problem, you can let Kelly know. But I mean, I can't imagine somebody would have a problem with that because you're getting a whole free event. And that event will be it's going to be in a month or two, so you can clear your schedule, you can make a plan, and it'll be like this. It'll be a whole other hour and a half event. And what we'll do is we'll put all you guys in it, and then we'll probably open it up for sales, but you guys will get to be free in it. So just make sure you get in touch with Kelly. And Kelly, you'll put all that in an email, right?
Yes. So I'm going to put in the chat so you guys have it, put in your schedules, but I am going to email you guys with the Zoom link. The Zoom recording from tonight, and I'll put the new date on there too. So you guys all know.
You're getting a free event. You're getting the same event with me, except the last half an hour, you're going to have Cheryl, who's equally as great as, I am. And, she'll be with you guys and it'll be fun. And she's already on. So it's, yeah, you can't really go wrong. So everybody be happy. And this was just, I found out about this over the weekend, but we just decided people were already buying tickets. It was going to be too confusing to move it. And I was just like, you know what, let's just skip that and let's just announce it on the thing. We just figured you guys would be fine with that. So we made the executive decision, to not to email everybody and reschedule it and all this other, crap. So we figured let's just, whatever. So tonight is a psychic night, and I just want to clarify what that means. Tonight, the focus is not mediumship. Doesn't mean mediumship won't happen, but the focus is not connecting with your loved ones. It is psychic guidance. So that's career, that's love life, that's changing your patterns in your life, that's connecting to your spirit guides, that's talking to your loved ones, that's speaking, well, not talking to your loved ones is actually as much. It's not, this is all about, this is, now, does that happen sometimes? Absolutely. Does that, will somebody hear from a loved one tonight? Probably, that probably will happen, but it's not the focus. Okay. So tonight is more guidance. It's more guidance, and it's, and again, just that's really, really important to just keep in mind and things like that. Okay. So, Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are excited to work with you, excited to, excuse me, connect with you, excited to be with you. And yeah, great, it's going to be an awesome event tonight. The other thing is psychic night works a little bit different. With mediumship, there more is a spirit directed experience. This is going to be more me calling people. So just keep that in mind. It's not as common that I'm going to sort of like somebody's going to come through, and it's more like I might say, okay, Joan, I'm going to go to you. Brooke, I'm going to go to, you know what I'm saying? So you should have a topic or a question ready to go when we connect. I also have my absolutely favorite deck, the Psychic Oracle deck here that's here, and I will be playing with that. And we are going to do a collective message today. So at some point, we'll do a collective message. But let's get started for right now. If everybody can take a deep breath and bring yourself to a nice, peaceful place. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths and bring yourself to a nice, peaceful place. This can be a place that's real or imagined, but I want you to really just kind of get into that zone of just really taking a couple of deep breaths and just getting in a nice, peaceful place. It's also good sometimes if you want to close your eyes, but just set that intention. And take a deep breath in and out. And let's invite in our guides, our angels, our spirit guides, anybody who wants to connect or communicate. Let's bring them forward and set that intention. Take a deep breath in and out. We want to set the energy of gratitude and be grateful for being here. And when you're ready, you can come back here to the room. Chat can be your friend. Go ahead, guys. And if you have a topic, I may pull from the chat. So if you were like, hey, I want to know about moving. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to know, throw it in chat too. That's totally fine. I will pull people up from chat as well. So if you have questions or things like that, that's great. We're going to get started, guys. You ready to start? Let's go to Donna Hart, please, first. Donna Hart will be our first call message. So Donna, if you can unmute yourself.
Yes, how are you?
Good. Did you have a question? I saw you in the chat, but I didn't really read what you wrote. Did you ask something?
Yes, job-wise and what you see for my future, maybe the next 5-6 months.
They're talking about you being under like a lot of stress lately. So I don't know. Have you been in a more stressful place lately?
Absolutely.
So you've just been kind of in a more of a, almost like a little bit of a darker place.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, because they're definitely talking about that. Now, Donna, I feel something about you having your own business. I don't know if that would be right now.
Yes.
Something about you. I don't know. Does that make sense for you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Is that something that you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that feels like something that they're talking about. You might even have a couple of different businesses. It may not just be one thing, but yeah, it's interesting. You definitely have a lot of stuff going on that I feel, moving in a lot of different directions. I feel that you are a lot of changes happening for you. Your finances will be picking up for you. I'm going to give you a card. Great. So your card here, I love the cards because they kind of move the energy along. The card here is about standing your ground. So it definitely shows me like, wow, you've been tested a lot lately. And this is a time for you to really move, they're definitely acknowledging that, like, wow, you've been very tested, you've been going through a lot. And I feel like things are going to get a little easier for you as well. What do you have for your own businesses?
I'm a theater producer.
You are a theater producer, so that's kind of your own business in a way. But have you thought about going in a direction with some other stuff too?
Not really. We're going around and we're circling the world with it. So it moves around. It's not in one place.
Okay, so you've got a lot of different parts of it and stuff. Okay,
Projects, yes.
okay, cool. So I think, I think it's just more about, but I think you're on there. I think it's probably saying more, you got to kind of stay on the path that you're on and stuff. So I think that's good. I'm going to say that's what that is. So, okay, good. Let's go to somebody else. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Guys, I just heard a bunch of names come through. So these are probably psychic names. I'm not sure, but they could be names from spirit too. But I heard the name Matthew, the name Keegan, and the name Zach. So does somebody have all those names?
Well, my father's name was Matthew, and he's deceased.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh. Yep. And do you?
And I literally put that in the chat, which is ironic that
Oh.
okay.
Do you have it?
He had passed away. I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you have the other names like Keegan or anything like that?
So Keegan is it's kind of weird because my daughter's boyfriend's nephew's name is Keegan. But he's present. He's on this side. He's alive.
Okay.
But it's so weird that they're connected because my father he's been deceased for 30 years. He never met my daughter's boyfriend or his family, but my daughter's very close with his family. And so Keegan is just one of those relatives of Tyler, of her boyfriend. So so I do have a Keegan, but not my Keegan, but a Keegan. I don't know if that makes sense.
Got you. So let's pause for 1 second here. I just want to check, does anybody else feel like this could be for them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. My daughter passed away and her husband was Matthew and my granddaughter is Keegan.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
So,
Yeah.
And did you have those other names, Zach, Joanne?
Zach is my son.
Okay, great. So I'm going to mute Victoria. I think this is for you. Now, and you said your daughter has died?
Correct.
Okay. So as we said at the beginning of the call, we're not so much focusing on mediumship, but mediumship could come through. And we're not going to be like, I'm not going to, if somebody comes through, they come through. I'm not going to be like, oh, come back another day. This is not the medium night. That's stupid. So, I mean, if that comes through, that's what comes through. I can't control that. So this is your daughter who passed that you were very close to?
Oh, very close.
Okay. And do you understand also that she's talking about you getting closer to your granddaughter? Have you been doing that?
Yes.
Okay. So you're wanting to get closer to your granddaughter. Do you spend a lot of time with your granddaughter?
Yes, not as much as I used to because my son-in-law now has a fiance, but it's a good relationship. He still lets me see her a lot.
About you being very, very, very lonely in a way. So I don't know if that do you think that just has to do with your loss and stuff? Or are you just kind of lonely?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And they're also talking about your daughter's actually showing me this, something where you might be moving. I don't know if this is right now. It could also be spending time in another area. So I don't know, are you considering moving at all?
No, I'm going on a vacation, but that's it.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that Matthew and Keegan will be moving shortly.
Then that's what it is. That's what it is. Because I'm like,
Oh, they will?
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's what it is.
Oh, good.
So why is that important to you? Because they would come closer to you?
No, it's important because I want them to have a house and they're going to be looking and they rent right now a small apartment.
Okay, then I think it is them, Joanne. I think your daughter is kind of coming through and talking about that. That's what it is then. Yeah. So that's important because it's on your mind, you know?
Yeah, it's very much on my mind.
Why is your father putting music notes around you? He keeps putting like music notes around your head.
Because he could play any instrument by ear. And
Oh.
I loved it. I loved listening to him, and
Okay,
he
so-
always comes through.
He's given me the memory of you guys doing that and stuff. So you would do you like doing that or something, right?
Oh yeah, I love listening to his music.
Okay, yeah. And the main thing I'm needing to tell you right now, Joanne, is just that you're also Joanne. Do you have a Matilda
Matilda, no.
or a Maddie or a Carl?
It
Nope.
has passed?
Could be, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
since we're doing.
I have a Matilda. Matilda.
Okay, who said that?
Angela.
Okay, hold on one second, Angela. Joanne, do you have either of those names?
Carl was my grandfather, who's
Okay.
passed a long time ago.
So the main thing I'm needing to tell you also is it does feel like Spirit wants to explain to you that, and I'm sure you know this, but it just kind of helps for extra validation. But they are saying that you are definitely being watched over. You have a lot of spirit guides around you. I don't know if sometimes you feel a little bit not as connected to that, or I don't know if that sometimes is hard for you.
It is.
Do you struggle with that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I feel she's always there. I see some signs, but sometimes I want more signs. And I don't know if I'm reading them right.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, got you. So okay. So you're needing to trust in that a little bit. Is that right? Is that right? You second
Yes.
yourself. Okay. That's good. I mean, that's good that they're bringing that up. So I do think that that is just a thing that they're wanting to share with you and just say to you, we want you to know that yeah, I think that's just kind of the way that they just kind of want to bring that up and stuff. So okay, well, I think that's good.
One, if you don't mind, one quick question. I had met with a medium, and my daughter had told me through the medium that she was going to send me some people in my life that will make me very happy. Can you tell if that has happened yet, or is it in my future?
I think it's started to happen, but I don't feel like it's fully happened, but I
Okay.
feel like it started to happen a little bit. So yes, I do feel like, I think it started to happen, but I don't know if it's fully happened, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
All right, honey.
And I love you, by the way. I watch all your shows.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody on this call connect to a Ronald and a Teresa? Remember, guys, names could be living or past. They don't have to be people that are always dead, especially because we're in a more, we're doing a little bit more psychic stuff right now. So does anybody understand a Ronald and a Teresa?
I have
Yeah.
a,
It's my sister, so both of us do.
Both of you guys do? Oh, cool.
And we
We're
both
sisters.
spoke, but we're sisters, so it makes sense.
Okay, who am I speaking to right now? Who took themselves off mute? Is that Melanie?
Angela.
yeah, Shirley is my sister, and then I'm Melanie. Yeah.
We've got Melanie and Shirley, and you have those names?
Yeah, Ronald is our dad, and Teresa is our aunt.
Okay.
They're both alive.
Okay, just stay put for one moment. Somebody else say
And yes, Angela.
yes, Angela.
It's Angela.
Mhm. What-
Yes, my father Ronald has passed away, and my mother is Teresa, and my grandmother is Matilda.
Okay, so I'm going to say for me, it's a little bit more of a hit for you. And Angela, do you have somebody that just died in the last few months?
Yes.
Okay, so is that separate from who I'm talking about? Like, I know we're talking about your parents possibly coming through, but there's also
Yes.
reference to a more recent passing. So did you lose somebody more recently,
Yes.
like in the last month or so? Okay.
Yes.
Is that different from would that be different from your, excuse me, is that different from your parents?
Yes.
Okay. And your parents are both passed over?
No, my father's passed away and my grandmother's passed away and my mother is alive.
Gotcha. And who did you recently lose? Your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And was he quite a bit older than you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm just, it was confusing me, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I couldn't tell if I was picking up on your dad or your boyfriend because I felt
They're
And it-
probably hanging out together right now.
yeah. When did you lose your dad?
In 2010.
So he knew your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because they
He,
almost,
he loved him.
not in a weird way, but they almost have like a similar energy to me. Like they kind of have a similar way of doing things almost. Does that make sense to
Very
you?
much. Yeah. He really liked my dad, and when we would visit, he would go to this lunch that my dad had with all of his other friends, and my dad referred to him as the younger guy
Mhm.
because he was older but younger than them.
Okay.
Older than me, younger than them.
Right. And your boyfriend who passed, um, your boyfriend who passed,
Yeah.
he is your boyfriend who passed, very intelligent man, correct?
Very.
Um, he's telling me that a lot of weird stuff has happened since he's died.
Yes.
A lot of people that are not actually good people that are around you that you're trying to discern, is that a good person or a bad person? Does that make sense?
Totally.
Okay. Because I'm feeling that you are in a place of like you can't really tell, because you're mourning and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
now, who are these people, Angela? Are these people that were connected to
They're
him?
his family.
Kind of weird. I don't know. It's weird.
They're his brother's the trustee, and the niece and the two nephews, and it's really horrible here for
It's
me right
really
now.
weird. Yeah, because I'm like
They're not
they're not. I don't
good
feel.
people.
Yeah, they're not good people, and they're not really doing right by you, and they're not.
Right.
Um,
Greedy.
yeah, it's very, very, very greedy. And they're just. I feel like they're not kind, and I just feel like they're not. And they know how much he cared about you. They know that you were a bit, essentially his wife. And it's almost like they want to just, let's sell everything, let's get rid of everything, let's leave Angela in the streets, we don't care.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah, because your boyfriend's telling me this. So your boyfriend is saying that, and what, were you not protected correctly? This was not set up legally correctly?
I do understand now that he gave me life residency in his building, and because he had done another project, he had to put up the building for sale. And I understand just that he had to remove me as a life resident because he had to sell the building in order to cover his debt. And like 8 hours before he died, I told him it's done and it's okay. You don't owe anybody anything anymore. And I think my friend Marie helped me that night. He was confused. She told me that he came to him and that he was confused. I don't think he really thought that there was going to be anything else besides a void. And so he was very surprised and happy. And that she told me to light a white candle and put a glass of water next to it, which I did at my mom's. And then she told me that, okay, he's gone. But I took care of him for 5 months while he was sick because I didn't want him to be by himself. And his
So
family is
I feel
so
like,
horrible to me right now.
yeah, I feel
Sorry.
like there is a feeling of just, especially because a lot of this happens so quickly, I feel like, and I think that this is a man, even though he was older, I see him, full of life and full of joy
Very.
and I don't know that he really thought about death a lot, you know, so this was kind of like, it's almost like, wow, he's got to deal with this now. So he's coming to terms with things, and he's learning and things and stuff. And are you moving? Are you moving?
So since I've gotten back from Los Angeles, I've done nothing but just try to pack things up and put things in boxes. I recently broke my ankle, and then while I was trying to clean out one of the rooms, I leaned forward in the window and broke a rib. So this is like I've been talking to him every night, lighting that white candle and talking to him every night.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I miss him so much.
think that, you know, obviously you're, you know, grieving a lot. So I think the main thing is what Spirit is saying is just, it's important right now to just take one day at a time. You know, you're doing, you know, I feel like you have so many things to worry about, and animals and where you're going and things like this. And I
He
do,
always told me to breathe, just breathe.
it's more like you have to take a break, you know, you have to take a break. You just have to kind of get things in perspective. But I do see things being okay. And I do feel that, you know, things are going to get where they need to be and stuff. So yeah, I think that you're on a path where you know, and I know Spirit is trying to help you and stuff. I mean, I just did a TikTok video about this. Of course, you know, people will ask that. I'm not saying that you are, but that's a question that people will ask. I'll put you on mute because I'm going to move on to somebody else. But people will ask that. Well, my loved one died, and well, why can't they help? You know, well, you know, just because somebody dies, they're not like an all-powerful being, right? You know, I had a client this morning who, you know, her father died, and the sister is like being a total bitch, like taking all the money and stuff. And you know, she's like, I just don't get why my dad won't intervene. Well, they can't always, you know, they can't, because we don't know the free will of that person. We don't know the karma, you know, so we always have to remember that. Okay, now guys, we're going to do a fun thing right now where it's going to be a great way for everybody to get a message. So I like to do these on my psychic nights because it's a way for every person here to get a message. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw 4 cards, 4 oracle cards. Okay, these are from the Psychic Tarot deck. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me pull them first before you choose. And I want you to set an intention with a question that you have. And I want you to decide about a psychic question that you have. I've pulled the 4 cards, and you can decide, you can take one of the cards, you could take all 4, you could set the intention and say, this is my question, and all 4 of these cards are going to give me a message. You know what I'm saying? You could do 2, you know, card number 2. You could say whatever, but just set an intention, guys. Which cards are you drawn to? So you're drawn to card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. Okay. I'm actually going to have fun with you guys, and I'm going to pick mine. I'm actually going to say my cards are 3 and 4. Okay. So just think about your question. What card do you feel drawn to? Really sit with that a moment. Okay. Somebody said, oh, I love that. Somebody said, mostly 2, but all will have a message I can relate to. Okay, great. So I'm going to pull your card, and I'm going to interpret it for you. And that's a fun way that everybody here can get a message. Okay. Card number 1. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. So this card in the deck is really about seeing what you need to give up. Okay. This is a beautiful card, and it's all about really tuning into self-sacrifice, and a time where you can look around, okay, and remember that powerful wins, big achievements in life are often the result of giving something up. Surrender is the message of this card. Release is the message of this card. There's a situation happening in your life and you can't control the outcome. This is a good time. So this is very much for Angela too, right? So Angela, even if you didn't pick this, I feel like this is a continuation off of your reading. This would be a good moment to pause, to rest, have patience, reflect and meditate. Stand back. Always this card of sacrifice also has to do with transition and change. You can see the woman here, she's kind of looking into the forward, right? The solutions you seek with this card might be slow, but they're and if you're a traditional tarot reader, this would kind of be like your hanged man, that's where that would come up in the tarot. I know that the traditional tarot have just the scariest cards. They're just so scary. Okay, so if you were drawn to card 2, let's do card 2. Interesting. Sacral chakra card. Sacral chakra. So this is a really interesting card. I don't normally read the sacral chakra cards, but this is a fun card. So this card, remember, this is located with second, this is your second chakra, 2 fingers below your navel, emotions, desires, creativity, sexuality. So this is all about keeping in balance, keeping in the flow, right? Meditation comes up here, yoga, expressing your sexuality, having fun, opening up to that. So if that's where that comes. Now, some of you may think, wow, this card doesn't really have anything to do with me, but think about it. And also, guys, just so you know, just because you set an intention about one card, about a question, Spirit may answer another card, a question. So sometimes I'll pull a card and just because I do a lot of card pulls and I pull a few cards every day. So one thing you can do also is sometimes I'll be like, that card's not for that question. I can just tell. And it's like Spirit wanted to tell me something else, okay? Card number 4, card number 3. This is if you pulled card 3. This card is authority, okay? Masculine, okay? Leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, power. When this card comes up, it's acting as a teaching tool. It's encouraging you to develop or reignite the masculine side of yourself, masculine aspects. Good reasoning, problem solving, being grounded. So this is a time to rein in emotion and go more logic. This card often appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. Maybe there's a man that can help you with your situation, somebody of influence, a prudent friend, logic, right? Act like a leader. Structure, foundations, plans, very important. So try to get into that dynamic. Okay. Are you guys feeling like some of these are resonating for you? Okay. Final card, if you pulled card 4, spiritual strength. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have inner strength. This is all about, and this is all about knowledge through spirituality. You've been through so much, and to really get into the mindset of deep clarity, something that needs to happen is you need to get into a place of release, and you'll be stronger and wiser for it. Enlightenment and things like that. Okay. Thank you, guys. I always like to do that because I think it's just such a fun way to kind of sort of to kind of just include everybody. Okay, thank you guys so much. Let's go to, I'm going to go towards the beginning. Oh, somebody had a, Let's go to Kyria D'Alessandro.
That's me. It's Kiera.
Kier.
Yes, Kiera.
Okay, great. What would you like to ask about?
So my question is, I have, two, but my career and what I'm doing right now, I have a lot of different like avenues, and I'm juggling a lot of different businesses. And I feel like I'm coming to a plateau in the climax of all of it, but I'm also feeling like I may need to release some because I'm like a workaholic, but then also like I'm blessed to have lived with doing what I love, and I can recreate that constantly.
Great. So you got a few businesses?
Yeah, located in Hawaii too, and the location is like I'm it's just been all of question right now.
So the first thing that I get is that you're definitely in a period of transition right now, and Spirit says that's okay. What they're saying is right now, are you from Hawaii or are you from somewhere else?
I'm from Virginia.
Okay. So what Spirit is saying is you're in a period of transition right now, and they're just saying they're taking you to new levels of things. They're opening things up for you for new levels, and I feel like that's what you need to kind of sort of trust in. And what I'm saying is you're about to go through a major upgrade. Okay. Sometimes this happens. I call it almost kind of like the calm before the storm. And it's almost like when there's a lot of stuff that's about to happen, you're about to make some changes, and Spirit is just like, okay, just take a break. And we're gonna, we're ready to kind of, get you where you need to, to kind of get you where you need to be and stuff. So that's what I'm seeing happening for you. Now, I also see something where, or I feel like this, or they keep showing me this. There is a writing project. Do you, I don't know, are you doing that?
A writing project? Not necessarily. I haven't been journaling a lot, but I am illustrating a children's book.
Okay. Okay, well that's writing. Yeah, you're illustrating a children's book? Okay, so you're working on a book of some sort, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that one of your many projects?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, for some reason they're talking about that sort of, and I also want to say too, I feel you working also with a lot of your art stuff. I see you getting back to your art and stepping in more to that. Are you wanting to get more into your art, or is that something that's important to you?
I'm fully living in my art right now. I'm training artists. I have a studio. Everything that I'm doing right now is creative and painting.
Yeah, so just keep going into that because they're telling me many opportunities. People are seeing that. I'm also going to pull a card for you. Say your name again, sweetheart.
Kiera.
And who's Buddy? I'm pulling a card for you.
My brother.
Is he passed?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years ago.
Okay, so he's also guiding you. And for some reason, through your art, he feels like you kind of honor him. So I don't know. Do you honor him through your art?
Yeah. He when he passed, he left me a really big moth on my door, and it was the last painting I showed him. I was trying to figure out what animal was supposed to be coming through to it, and it was that, and then that has taken off in a lot of the art.
Okay, cool. You have the card of fulfillment of wishes. So Spirit is saying you're going to get where you need to get. You're going to get the places you want to get. What you need to do is believe in that and don't second guess yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're getting there, so work backward. Work from the end backwards. So you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. You're going to have the abundance and the recognition and the spiritual sort of achievement that you want. So now it's time to work backwards a little bit. And I see that happening for you. So, okay, good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is fun today, guys. We have a lot of mediumship coming through, but I guess that's happening. Just remember, guys, make sure if I pull you up, you do have a psychic question though, because I will be starting with the psychic, even if you do get a mediumship question. I am going to pull a random first name from the chat. I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm going to pull from the participants. Let me see here what I feel. I think somebody is concerned about their daughter or their son. No.
I'm worried about my daughter.
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, I'm worried about mine as well.
Me too.
This is
I posted in there about my daughter as well. Lots of moms. That's good.
I'm not going to look at the chat right now because I don't want to get too overwhelmed. Let's go to Susan Whittier. Susan, if you want to come off mute.
Hi, that's me.
Susan, do you have kids?
I do. Son and a daughter.
A son and a daughter? Okay. Okay, what would you like to ask about?
So my question is really about my daughter. Like, she seems to like she's this like badass 26-year-old, but like the one thing that's missing is like her finding her person. So I don't know if she's found him and put him aside or if it's yet to come, but literally that's all she wants.
Okay.
So like, is it like a year away, 10 years away?
Your question is about your daughter then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, hold on a second here. Let's see. Your daughter. Pull a few cards on her, but I feel like I got the answer already. Give me her first name.
Amy.
Amy. Susan, she's definitely is very independent. Do you feel like that's true?
Yes.
Okay.
Or yeah, yes. She is independent. I think, she puts on a front to be more happy with being independent than she actually is.
Right. There's actually somebody that she'll be meeting before the end of the year.
Okay.
She does not know this person yet. So anybody around her now is likely to just be, fun or learning or something. It's not a deeper thing than that. And this person doesn't live where she lives.
Oh.
Where does she live?
She commutes into the New York City for work, but she lives in New Jersey.
Well, that's kind of confusing because I don't know. Maybe they're trying to say he lives in New York then. Let me see if he's near or close to her because I think New Jersey and New York, it would come up close. Hold on, is he within 100 miles of her? Yes. Okay. So that's what they're trying to say. He's probably more in the city.
Okay.
Yeah. She's going to meet him probably socially. I think with friends and stuff. She's got lots of friends, right?
Yes. But, like that whole post-pandemic crap, nobody goes out, nobody lives in the city anymore. But, so it's hard for them to meet people.
Yeah.
And like, she's been hanging on to this love of her life from high school. And like, I keep thinking, is that the person she'd end up with? But maybe not.
Now he seems like he's with somebody.
Casually, yeah. Or maybe not so casually.
So they've never had an opportunity to rekindle things?
They're like, friends with benefits, let's say, for 10 years. So I keep thinking they're going to find each other, but maybe it's not meant to be.
I don't know. Yeah, you'd think so, but it's not really. No, that doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Okay.
So maybe she needs to release that a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, because I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, that'll be my advice for her.
Yeah, she's got to kind of, because she is holding on to that a little bit. Mhm.
Yes.
So, okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Hold on, somebody just said. Oh. Somebody said, on the episode of Seatbelt Psychic, did you really kick that mortician out on the side of the road? Basically, yes, actually, because it was actually kind of dangerous to be driving with her because I was starting to feel like I was going to pass out. But we got her another ride share, so she was fine. Stephanie, I keep being drawn to you about your house, so come up.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Fine. What's your question?
Thinking about possibly buying a new home, looking for a new home, and also the area.
Okay.
And when that might occur, if it's going to occur.
All right, hold on, Stephanie. Let me see what I'm getting.
Thank you. I can't put video on for some reason. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. You're fine. All right, Stephanie, let me connect and see about buying a new home. Hold on a second.
I mean, we might maybe stay here. This is our home, you know.
All right, so let me just ask. So you're open to the possibility, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just ask Stephanie. Hold on a second. So Stephanie, if you want to, it's totally fine. But just so I get the right signal, give me the first letter of your first name because they're telling me that you're using an alias.
L.
L? Okay. L or
Yes.
L or L or L or M?
L.
Oh, that's weird because when I said that, I saw an M too. So your first name starts with an L.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, when you usually, guys, and it's totally fine, but if you use an alternate name or sometimes I need just your first name to zone in, so it's like it almost comes up blank. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, here we go now, because I was like, these cards are not making sense. Okay. You own your house?
Yes.
It's not coming up that you would like have to move, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not coming up like Spirit's not saying, oh, in 6 months you're moving. This would be more like you could create an energy where you would move. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something where you could be like, I want to move, and then you could create that energy for yourself. Which is what I'm seeing that you'll do. There's actually an opportunity to move in about 3 or 4 years. And then there's an opportunity to move a little bit further down the road. So I'm going to say that you are going to move. It's just more one of those things that is more of a free will. It's not as definitive of you know what I'm saying? I think it would just be more like different area. Maybe your kids are getting older. Do you have kids?
I do.
Yeah.
Two
Like
boys.
your kids would get older and you'd want to spend time somewhere else. It could be that, but it's not coming up like you're going to have to move or anything like that. And there's even something which I don't think goes with your energy right now. You might even, believe it or not, get a second property.
Huh. I don't know how we'd afford that.
You know, also remember too, a lot of things are going to be changing financially, and things like that. So, yeah, yes. So I'm going to say you are going to move, but it's more of a fun move. It's more of a, would be more like that and stuff. It's not more like you've got to move. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we like where we are. Yeah. It's just the house is a little older. It's more work. So I'm thinking, would we move to another home in the area? that kind of thing.
I think you will, because it looks like your kids are gonna stay connected to that area, so I'm not really seeing you go to like another state or anything like that. So,
Good.
yeah. All right, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
All right, thank you, bye-bye. All right, let's go to another person here. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so now I want to, who on this call is having a drama with Daniel?
That's me. That's my boyfriend.
Who is that?
Victoria.
Victoria? Okay, dear. Are you having a drama with him?
Yep.
Okay.
Major.
Oh, they're saying you're having a drama.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that what you wanted to ask about if I pulled you up?
I did, yes.
Good, thank you. All right. So let me read what I see and then then you can ask me things, okay?
Okay.
How long you been together?
A year now.
You guys were doing good, but you went down the shit drain in July.
Yep. Yep, that's pretty much when things started.
Said that you guys were doing great, everything was fine. You were like, okay. Kind of so weird in May, but then in July, it's like,
yep.
oh dear.
Yeah.
These problems are actually affecting you being attracted to him in a weird way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Almost shifting how you know, like they say, you can't unsee things, you know?
Totally.
So you've seen things and now you're like, it's hard for you to unsee them because you saw
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like hard to trust now.
Mm-hmm. Is he the one that's all screwed up about finances, or is that you? I can't tell.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, because there's somebody is like almost like delusional about finances, or it's like they don't get the concept of money. I thought that was probably him.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bothering you?
Well, it's like we argue about that a lot, just like how I want to live my life versus how he wants to live his life. So that kind of was one of our arguments for a while, like where we would live. You know, he doesn't think we can afford where we live. And that was a major.
So he's wanting to kind of cut back and it's kind of like you almost have different perspectives on life.
Yeah, yeah. And that was kind of what started in July, but then other issues came up.
Okay, so now you're into more, that was kind of the beginning of things?
That was the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely showing trust issues more now.
Major, yeah.
Oh, did you catch him lying about something?
Yeah, I caught him messaging girls and caught him one night when he went out and he asked some girl out on a date. Saw it in his messages. I never looked in his phone before. So of course my mind is spinning.
Yeah, this is
and I'm like, this doesn't, who knows what else has been going on, but yeah, I'm just not sure what to do. Is there a way to rebuild the trust? Very stressed right now.
Does he know you know that?
Oh yeah. I confronted him.
And what does he say?
Well, he denied it at first, and then I contacted the girl that he was messaging, and she admitted to it. She told me she wouldn't reveal much, but she did confirm they'd been messaging for over a year. She was sending him photos on Instagram, and so yeah, he denied it, and now I don't know. He responded with anger, and he doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like I can't really discuss it.
Right. It looks like you are still within the range of energy where you could talk about this and work things out.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that is ending like within the next 2 weeks. And it doesn't look like he's going to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
So then you would be transitioning more into ending the relationship.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, there's a free will energy here where if you guys actually talked about things, I think you could work things out, and you have other types of relationships. You have other parts of your relationship that are good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate in a way because I feel that there is some good here, but it looks like because you guys don't talk about it, and it's almost like I don't know if you had these when you were a kid, but there would be those books, and it would be like if you turn to page 52, and then you'd read the part there, and then you had two options, and you could turn to another page. It'd be like follow along.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you guys actually talked and worked through this, you could rebuild, and you're still in that energy. But psychically, I don't see him doing that. Mhm.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking it's code man.
You know, obviously there's a level of this, but there's a defense. I don't know if it's narcissism, but he's
I kind of think so too.
But
Maybe.
people that are narcissists that have narcissistic qualities that are, it's not like everybody that's a narcissist is a serial killer or something.
Totally, yeah.
All have features of that. His is a little bit more, and I think that's why he kind of snapped at you and stuff. But I just feel like now the interesting thing is, Victoria, you do have love coming in. That's weird because you're gonna meet somebody else. There is somebody else coming in, Victoria.
Ooh. When do you think?
Pretty soon. Yeah, a few months after you leave this guy.
Okay, great.
He's done this in the past with other people.
Yep.
I think. Does he have kids?
Yep.
I think he cheated on that person too. Or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I'm going to say psychically, I don't know if he full-fledged cheated. I'm not really seeing that. I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's more emotional flirtation. His thing is he likes the attention,
That's what I think too.
Yeah, he likes the attention, but it's still very unhealthy. And yeah, it's unfortunate. It's kind of like they were saying at the very beginning of the reading, something was seen and now you can't unsee it, So it thought it was the finances, but I'm thinking now it's more this. It's almost like you can't unsee what you saw. So now, so.
Totally. You're so spot on.
There's another guy coming in. Yeah.
When do you think?
It just as soon as he gets out of the way, and he's going to stomp his feet and be a pain. But I would say it would be like a couple months later. It won't be long.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Because you guys were on a nice little track together, I feel like.
I know. It's like it's really is.
Yeah.
Super sad.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. Best
Okay,
of luck
thank
to
you.
you. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to pass it over to Cheryl because I got to get on my Zoom meeting, my thing that came up. Cheryl, are you there?
I am. Hi, Thomas.
Thank you so much for joining, and I'll leave you with the group.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, bye, Thomas. We'll see you next time. And that was such a generous offer to offer another event for everyone. I mean, wow, what a great bonus even. So hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. And hello, Kelly. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. And thank you all for your support too. What amazing readings tonight. And I'm so happy that you're following Thomas, and I'm happy for everyone that got a reading so far, and I'll continue that. And I'll work a little bit longer tonight if you want to stick around. But my name is Cheryl Murphy. For those of you that I'm meeting for the first time, I'm a medium, a psychic, health and wellness intuitive, animal communicator. So I do a few different things, and I know tonight's psychic, and I love psychic work, and I love tuning in and really showing the possibilities, or maybe even validating things that you're thinking of also. So I'll work the same way. I'll look at the chat box or if I feel drawn to someone. So how does that sound? Sound good, everyone? And thanks for sticking around. And yeah, if mediumship comes through this evening, that's wonderful. We'll welcome that as well. But always have a question. And I do believe questions help us, it helps focus the energy. So just think about that. All right. Okay, terrific. Let me just look at the chat box to start with here. I read something about a daughter. Hi, Teresa, struggling since my mom has passed. I need closure, but okay, Teresa, well, let's just see here. I know we want to stay with psychic, but let me just see what I can help you with. Teresa, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, hi. How are
Hi,
you?
lovely. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And
Yeah,
so thank
go
you. Go
ahead.
ahead.
My mom had passed away in June. I had found out that she had gotten cancer beginning of April, and I've been really struggling with that. Not knowing if I did the right things,
Mhm.
not, helping her enough, and it was
Mhm.
really hard.
I know. I'm so sorry too. And I know everyone on the call is just sending their love out to you at this moment. And I do feel a lot of heart energy coming through. I feel a lot of either unfinished business, if you understand that, or leaving things left unsaid. And I get a sense, Teresa, because I'm going to try to move with you psychically through this, but always know that please come back to Thomas for mediumship readings too. I mean, always, because the healing, mourning and grief there's no time limit on it, and it's different for all of us. And it's such a sacred time that we have to just honor and try to trust that there is healing happening also. But is there something about you moving, please, or having to get rid of property? There's something about a real estate transaction, please, Teresa?
Well, I am a realtor. My husband is a builder. So he's building a house now that we're going to have to sell, and I hope that it sells quickly.
Yeah.
He is unfortunately not living with me at the time. We are together, but kind of separated. So
Definitely. And look, when I feel from your mom is she sends signs as angels or angel wings to let you know that she's around. And also that I don't know why I'm getting this sense of you feeling responsible or something around her passing, or feeling like a guilt. I don't know. It feels like there's like I should have been there sooner, or I should have gotten there.
well, she lived with me, but she was 97, and we held back from doing a lot of things because of her age. And I just felt like, should I have taken the step and had the surgery done?
Mhm.
It took so long before we could even get any sort of medication for her that she wasn't even able to start chemo.
Mhm.
But because she was so old, at 97, we were afraid to do all these things.
Mm.
And she
What?
had one round of radiation, and that was it. She stopped eating, and that was it.
Yeah, I feel that you have your mother's strength, actually, is what I'm hearing, in some way, that she's letting me know that she's walking, of course, that she's better, and that it's always important to know that she's at peace. That's always the number one thing, Teresa, is to know that she's at peace and she's resting. And let's see, someone, if they could just mute themselves. I'm not sure who that is, but
Are you able to see if she's with my dad, or can you bring him forward, or?
yeah, well, because I'm trying to stay psychically with this, just to see if she does come through, but really the focus is about the healing with you. I just feel you gathering all these papers and going through them. I did hear the name John or James, if you understand that, please, a J initial.
John was my uncle and my grandfather.
Yeah, because she says she's over there with a lot of people, not just that. And I just keep hearing animals running around. I don't know if I feel little bunny rabbits. I don't know if they're dogs or bunnies. It's like they're just hopping and jumping. So I'm not just so tuning in. I'm just feeling the
I
wave.
had a lot of dogs,
Yeah,
and
right.
yeah.
I just feel the energy stream. It's like a wave coming in of animals, right? So it's not probably just one, but she's over there. And I want to tell you that you know, your mother is very complete. I just feel very complete and at peace in her life. And it's not about blaming or holding anybody responsible. I want to say that she knows that she was in good hands when she left this world, if you understand that, please. And that she is with God, that feeling. So I do feel her being spiritual or religious, if you can
Very
understand
much
that.
so, yes.
So just knowing that, and I really get the last thing I hear from her at the moment is just if you want to write her a letter. And you know, it's not about it's about really about expressing yourself emotionally, but it is about you communicating with her. And I want to tell you that I don't know why she gives me the signs of angels again and angel wings, but I really get a sense of that being a connection or a connecting sign for the two of you, please. You're very much a heart-to-heart connection. And you know that in some way she's still with you. And I just want to say, I feel like she's better than ever, and that you smell her or you smell that fragrance or that scent around, I'm sure.
Yeah, her
Especially
bedroom
with,
was right next to mine, right?
yeah. And she loves, you know, she always loved your hair is what she's talking about, always loving the beauty of how you always presented yourself. And once again, she could not be any prouder. And I have to leave you to say this again, Teresa, you have her strength. That's what she's telling me. Like you're very, very strong. Okay. And there's so much love coming to you. And I'm going to leave you with that, Teresa. I
Thank
just
you.
know that there's something about you connecting with her through writing, you know, whether you're
Okay.
writing just a letter in your journal, please know that. And time has not passed on the other side, like she's right here with you. And she says she can breathe again, you know, and I know you mentioned eating, but no, she's breathing and she's eating, she's thriving. I feel like she's playing checkers, and here comes the board games, and very social with your mom, if you understand that, or at least, you know, loving to have people around her.
Mhm.
And your
Thank you
mom's
so
all,
much.
yeah, your mom is all heart and she's in a good place. And it's really about you getting rest or caring for yourself. And you'll see her again, no doubt about it.
Mhm.
Once
I
again,
hope
she's
so.
in good hands.
Someday.
She's in good hands. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that reading. I
You know
appreciate it.
what a joy. Thank you and what a pleasure to read you. Let me just see who else I can come through. I feel like I have to read a gentleman now. Is there a gentleman on the call? I just heard read a gentleman. Hi, Graham. May I ask you to unmute yourself and let's see what your
Sure.
question is, please. Hi.
Well, my mom recently passed in October, and I'm just wondering, I spent probably the last 2 weeks with her by her side, and wondering if she's well and with my father and our extended family on the other side.
Okay, I'm going to try to focus on a psychic question for you, okay, around your mom. But I also heard that there's a birthday right around now, and that because she's talking about a time of celebration. Can you understand that, please, Graham?
My oldest son just had his birthday.
Oh, perfect. So in some way, your mother would want you to focus on that. And also, she mentioned, are you building something at the moment? Are you building? Are you, I don't know, renovating, working on something? And
With my business,
okay.
With my business, we're looking at going nationally, so
Oh, fantastic. Well,
it's a bit of a
congratulations.
big project.
That's
Thanks.
a big project. So when I get your parents, because I know that they would be together, is that right? I don't want to just
Right.
say mom. I all of a sudden parents come out. But once again, and you did take care of her, please. You mentioned, and in her passing as well. And even
Right.
after her passing, which was so much more important, is what she says. Like it was really a lot of work after I passed. I don't know what that's all about, but you know, maybe just taking care of the things we have to take care of, and that somehow you are much more organized than her. And I just feel like she taught you something about organization or staying organization, and that I want to say you're her hero because you did a lot of things that maybe her husband would do, or of course a strong son would do, but that she's talking about you. You did all the talking for her, that advocate feeling. Is that right? For all the doctors and having to, and that was a real struggle. She says it was a real struggle because, you know, I just feel like you weren't even getting the answers sometimes, you know, I mean,
Right.
they not give, how could they not give my son the answers? And I mean, it's really hard to communicate how much we love want to take care of our family, but you knew she was ready to go. She goes, you knew I was ready to go.
Yeah, we just weren't getting straight answers from the doctor and there was too many of them involved. So I
Yeah.
kind of shook them up a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, that you knew she was ready to go and that the two of you had talked about that, or she had mentioned
Mhm.
that to you. She had said
Mhm.
that to you, like, I'm good. Whenever it comes my time, I'm good. And I'm getting chills all over. I don't know if you know someone named Rose, please, or there could be a Rosalind or Rosemary. It's like an RO name. I do feel it to be female. And if you don't know that, Graham, just think about that. It may come through later. But I want to finish. Your mom, she's very much an optimistic, Graham, and I want to say the best is yet to come. And I don't know if you're getting a new phone or a new telephone. She's like, you need a new phone. If you understand that, it's like the one you're using isn't working, or it's outdated or old, as they say. Can you understand that, please?
Well, I'm always due for an upgrade. It's just a matter of whether you get it or not.
Because it feels like it's hard for you to let go, is what she says. It's hard for you to let go of things, and
Yeah.
I just want to tell you psychically, because your mother does come through in many ways, but I know the rainbow is a big sign for her. Okay. And I want to say that, look, even though you're moving your company nationally, there's still a lot of travel ahead of you, is what I want to say. Your mother's almost like, you've got to make time for yourself, because you're very much the caretaker role. And it's kind of, we have to really work to get out of that role. But she's kind of pushing you out the door, saying travel and travel far away, travel far away. Like, I don't know if you go to third world countries, but you really go great distances. Like, I don't know. Do you understand that, please?
My company's global, so
Okay.
yeah.
And also, I want to say that I do feel this with your company, Graham, that you do a portion that goes to charity, or you take a portion for nonprofit, or you know how they are doing that these days, right? Or, if you go
Yeah.
ahead.
There's a lot of philanthropy relative to the
Thank
things
you.
that I'm involved in. Absolutely.
So I want to tell you that your direction in life is only upwards. It's like layer upon layer upon layer. When you do good work, something great happens. When you do good work, something great happens. So it's like that, it's only going up, and really focusing, because there's so much more love coming to you in your life. Just to tell you, it's almost like new people come into your life that remind you of your family, things like this that happen, those deja vu moments. But please know that. I don't know why
Yeah,
I get
thank you.
Egypt with you so strongly, Graham. I get Egypt. I don't know why. Do you understand that? Or is that a place you want to travel to?
I want to travel to, but I don't have my bags packed just yet.
Okay, you may not even need bags. I'm not sure, but it seems it's come through twice now since I've been talking to you. So I just had to
Okay,
mention it, okay?
great. Thank you very much.
All the best. And remember that rainbow is a sign from your mom,
Right.
okay? But I keep wanting to say
Appreciate that.
your parents once again. She comes to me and says it's parents, not so much.
Right.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
was really close with my dad.
Oh, good.
And I've given all the eulogies in our family, and
Oh.
she was obviously, that was a difficult one to do.
What a heartbreak. Yeah. Well, lots of love to you and to her and your family.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Okay. And let me
Hi,
just,
Cheryl. I'm on the line as well.
I saw another gentleman on the call. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Well, Chris, why don't you ask me a question? Because I saw you pop up when I was talking to Graham.
Sure.
What is your question, please? And let's
My
work.
question right now is in regards to my finances
Uh-huh.
and more specifically in regards to my condo. How am I going to end up with that?
I'm sorry. Do you own a condo? Do you own a condo?
Yes, I own a condo. And like I said, I'm more curious about my finances and being able to hold on to the condo.
Yeah. Um, And then do you have another place that you live, please? Or do you vacation
Yes,
somewhere else,
yes,
please?
yes, I do. I have two homes.
So this is what I'm feeling with your condo. It's like living somewhere else and renting your condo out, like a vacation rental, or I don't know. I'm just letting you know this is what I'm getting. Like you can make really good money in a short amount of time, like a short burst of time. There does have to see, I feel like you have to release some people in your life, just to let you know. I'm not sure who this is, but do you understand that? Like, I don't know if people are asking you for money or borrowing money from you, but I don't know. It's like keeping your money energy well cared for yourself, if you understand that, please.
Right.
Also, are you in the healing? Are you in the healing field?
Yes, I'm a nurse.
Oh,
I'm
you're
a
a nurse.
registered nurse.
Thank you for that. Okay. Thank you very much. Because I feel holy is what I felt. Holy, holy man, holy healer, holy, like this is not just your day job, so to speak. Like you're a healer, right? Whether you're working as a nurse or you're on your day off, you present yourself to the spirit world as a healer, just to let you know. I just feel like you were commissioned or you're being called to this job. So being a nurse is something you've been called to, is that right? Or you've done it your whole life, for example? You've been...
No, I've done it my whole life. I'm actually retired now.
I love it. I feel like your angels or your guides have actually called you to do this line of work. Like you just stepped into it naturally. And have you been asked to go back or to do some other type of contract work, please?
That's what I was doing, contract work, actually. But my health is not well, and I was concerned about that as well.
Okay. Also, may I just say, is it your breathing and or your back?
Yes. It's the lungs.
I'm sorry, what's that?
It's my lungs.
Yeah. Look, I don't see you getting rid of any real estate. Just to let you know, I just feel releasing around you though also. And so if you live in a condo, there has to be an HOA. Is that correct?
That's
It
correct.
feels like something in there is being released, like maybe they're going through changing of the guards also, right? New people coming in, new people going out.
Right.
So in some way, it does feel like it's to your benefit. All right. I just want to say, so let's go to your lungs, if I may. And I always have to, I'm not a doctor. I always have to let people know that this is
No, I understand.
if you understand that, please. But I just get a sense of it is where you live in a humid area somewhere.
I'm in Florida.
Yeah, somewhere it's like it's more environmental for you than at the moment, because I feel like you'll get better. Meaning, I don't know, maybe you just go up to drier climates, right? Or something like this, and it gets better. But there's something about you staying in Florida. Is that right? Because of the doctors or the insurance? It's almost like I feel safe here, Cheryl,
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I know what you mean, but if I need anything, I'm going to get the better care here.
Right.
Because you're all dialed in and you know people.
Right.
But still, even if you vacation, I just feel would help you out. I also want to just tell you about your lungs is I'm hearing you push too hard sometimes. If you understand that, it's almost like with your exercising or your whatever that is, it's like you're pushing almost too hard. And we get farther when we're more relaxed also, right? And that releasing, just to finish with you, Chris, because there's a lot there with all of you. I mean, that I'm trying to get more people, Chris, if you don't mind, but I am hearing that releasing part that I mentioned earlier, that could be releasing stress or people that, have that stress in your life, It's like if I can breathe easier and relax more, you go farther, right?
Right.
You want, and because people can cause stress and cause us to
absolutely
not feel so good, whatever it is, whether it's a headache or just tighten up.
Right.
But I love where you are actually in Florida. I know you have good doctors. I know you're being cared for. And I do feel just to finish with you again, I do feel a financial flow coming to you. So just to tell you, you might sell that other property. I don't know why. Do you own that with other people, please?
Yes, my wife.
Okay. I don't know, but I just feel like that. I don't know why, but I don't know. Or may sell land. Excuse me, Chris?
So you think the other house is going to be sold?
That might very well be, because is it with land or there's land around it?
It's a house. It's,
It's a home on a lot. Okay. It might be. I don't want to say I'm 100% on that, but I did feel some financial flow with you because you are very lucky with real estate. Believe it or not, you're a good picker is what I'm hearing,
Right. No, I have the condo's oceanfront. It's beautiful.
Ah.
And that's why I was worried. I don't want to lose this.
Of course not. Well, think about the vacation rental thing to start with, because it feels like a lot of money in a short period of time. And it's something where you could possibly be delighted with the return on investment.
Sounds good.
All right. It's very nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Have a
And
good
is,
evening.
thank you again. And is there a Maryland on the call, or does someone have a Maryland in spirit? I'll just say that, even though I do feel I'm answering a psychic question, I just heard Maryland, or go to Maryland, or maybe you're from Maryland. I'm not sure. Let's see where we are. I see two people,
I
Mark
am.
and Tanya. Hello, who am I with?
Hi, I'm from Maryland.
Hi. Hi. And then Martha said yes too. Martha, do you have a Maryland?
I have a Maryland in spirit, my sister-in-law.
Okay, let's just see. And then so I have Martha, and then who is the other one that says they live in Maryland?
Brooke also.
Hi. Is this Brooke Anthony? Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I don't see your faces yet because I'm looking on the screen, but let's just see. I feel like I'm going to go to Martha first, only because I'm hearing go to Martha first. And she was the first one that said yes. It's like, that's just kind of, and then she knows someone in spirit with that name. So Martha, what is your psychic question for tonight, please?
Concerns about my health, or do I need to be concerned?
Hi, Martha. And let's just see where you are on the screen. I don't know if you can raise your hand in the reactions button. Do you know how to do that? And that brings you right to the front of the screen. I'm just looking for you. Well, there's Primo. Where's Martha? I'm just looking.
My video is on.
There you are, Martha. Hi, you got your thumbs up. I see you. You were on the video earlier tonight for some reason. I don't know. But you didn't get the reading, but I saw your face come up. So maybe Spirit wanted to bring you through. Yeah, just to tell you, your sister is fine, and you and she are very, very close. Is that right?
We're very close.
She's
Yes.
an arm wrestler, like she's grabbing my arm. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. She's coming through.
Strong woman.
She is a strong woman, and she has a strong partner in you, and she has a lot of grace around her, she says. Thank you for all the grace. And so your question is around your health, Martha?
Yes, it is.
And is it, I'm not sure what it is yet, but I just heard, is it walking, please? Or is it also the breathing? I'm not sure yet. I'm just feeling.
Breathing. It began musculoskeletal.
Yeah. I felt like a chronic fatigue is what I started feeling also. Muscular.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty energetic, but I was 911 to the hospital Sunday with a potential heart attack, but it was not that.
Gracious.
But while I was there, some other things have come up which are concerning.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm hearing you need new doctors. So maybe you're already in the middle of that, Martha. Would you understand that, please?
Okay, that might be, yes.
So this is what I hear for you. I'll just tell you what I'm getting, and then hopefully this will help you. I'm feeling new doctors, like new blood work. I almost feel a whole nother health center for you, or a whole nother building, like a whole nother treatment center for you.
Okay.
And that the doctors will listen to you there, like they're going to listen to you. But I also still feel a problem walking, please, or a problem with balance.
Well, I had a major muscle spasm, so that did cause some problems, but
sorry.
Yeah.
And I want to say, and then did you have a heart attack? Did you say?
No,
you did?
they thought I did, but it was a major muscle spasm, thank God.
Because what I'm hearing is, well, that's connected to the breathing, so, maybe that's it. And also, do you have strong allergies, please, Martha?
No, not that I know of yet, anyway.
Okay. And that your dad is crossed over?
Yes.
Okay. You're a lot like your sister is what I'm saying. It's almost, that's what I'm giving. It's almost like, well, look at your sister's health or something like that. Like, what did she have? That's what they're telling me, to kind of go that direction, or that's your sister.
Okay.
First off, number one, calm down is what I'm hearing, right? So do you live by yourself, please?
Yes, I do.
Because it's, how when we live by ourselves, we get all worked up, Like, hey, it's at nighttime. I don't have anyone to talk to, or how am I
Right.
going to calm down, whether you drink tea to calm down or breathe but you're fine. It is difficult. It's that anxiety or just trying to get through the night but things will get better. And I want to say, I think your sister is having a divine intervention here, meaning she's wanting to line you up with a better hospital system is what she says, I don't know, just like a better regimen.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, my doctor just changed to a new hospital system and I'm not satisfied with that one, but someone told me you really should try a hematologist. And
Perfect. Yeah, definitely about the blood work. And I want to tell you, there's something about your eating. Oh, I don't know. What was she going to say? I don't know.
I put myself on a diet and they said they wonder if it's connected with a dietary deficiency.
Yeah, I mean, it could be all of that, but I do feel the answers are in the blood. And I do feel doctors that will listen to you, and that treat the whole person, like, not just one, and you will find them. And I think your sister, I mean, she's like right here, like my ear, I can feel her just saying, I'm going to, help you. It's going to happen.
Okay.
All right, Martha.
Thank you.
Did we just miss a birthday, or did a birthday just pass, please?
No, it's coming up.
Okay. Is it your birthday or her birthday or?
Her birthday was in November. Yes.
Hers is in November. Very good.
Well,
I know. So I do feel your life, just to tell you, there's so much more longevity here. You're right. So
Good.
know that, look, your spirit team is dynamite. Like, they are on it. They're on top of things. Your sister, she's a stick of dynamite, right? She's a firecracker, as they say, right?
Yes,
She is on it. She's on it. And she's very much funny too. Your sister's very
Yes,
funny.
she has a great sense
Like,
of humor.
she
She
would
was fun.
tell me jokes. She's a good person to know, anyway. Yeah. And I'm sure your dad is as well. So lots of love to you, Martha.
Thank you.
Really, you're being a good advocate for yourself. I do want to say you're a good
Hospital told me. Yeah, good. Okay.
you're a good advocate.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then may I just work with Brooke, and then I'm going to go to someone else after that who's already coming through. But Brooke, were you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes. Hi. We were gonna, because you are in Maryland.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Hi there. What is your question, please?
So I am trying hard to start a foundation. It's not easy to do. So if you have any guidance, or what can you see as far as suggestions with the foundation? Where do you see this going forward? Helping other people. We'll be working with Johns Hopkins.
Yeah. You have, I feel like it's working with children, and that you have a relative that passed from something that you are, is that right? The foundation.
My grandson, Cash, was 2 years old and he passed away 5 weeks ago in the pediatric cardiac ICU.
Brooke, I'm sorry, somebody else said something. Brooke, our hearts go out to you, and how you're keeping it together, we don't know. I'm sorry, but I do tell you, first off, what Spirit said when you're asking me the question is, you're doing this all on your own. You're doing this all on your own. It's like, holy cow. I mean, right there, you're doing all of this on your own. And you need lots and lots of people, not just 2 or 3. I mean, you need like a whole Rotary Club or something helping you out. Like, you need a club of people helping you out. And that might be a good place to start in your community, is with Rotary or some community foundation to help you get started. Because what I keep hearing is, start small, start in your community, but have a lot of people's hands in it to help you. And that this will grow. This is, as Graham mentioned, nationwide, taking his business. This will be like a whole new, like, we'll hear about it, just like the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Like, this will be a name named foundation, right? And I feel like you do, or you will have the backing or the financial backing you need. And really it is about getting the notoriety or, of just one celebrity or athlete or whoever that person is, maybe just anonymous even. We don't have to know who that person is, but that you are the one to do this. And so this is your grandson, Nash? Your
Cash,
grandson,
like, but it's with a
thank you.
K.
Your grandson Cash, who says never look back. All right, it's almost like never look back. All right, and his passing took people by surprise, but somehow he says he knew it. Does that make sense to you, Brooke? And if it doesn't, you can say no, I'm good with that.
Yeah, he didn't have a great life expectancy, but May 15th, he had open heart surgery number 3.
Yeah.
He had 2 strokes June 18th. He had open heart surgery number 4 June 19th. But then he was on ECMO a long time, but then he started getting better. And even the doctor said, I think he's going to make it. And then all of a sudden he coded.
He says he broke records.
He did. They didn't. They were like, I can't believe it. Like he's gonna make it.
He goes, Cheryl, I am an athlete. I broke records. Like he's a showman, or he's really quite the old soul, as they say, right? Quite the old soul, as in, I did accomplish a lot in such a minimal amount of time, and so very much with the angels. I just feel like angels are a big deal. He would have believed in angels, or you guys would have discussed angels. And I don't know what your foundation's title is, but maybe it's going to have an angel somewhere in the name, or I don't know. I don't know. There's something about having an angel logo, or I don't know what this is, but this is part of it. And I also get the color of blue, Brooke.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You understand that? Would that be his favorite color?
He was mostly nonverbal, but we're calling it I'm calling it, because nobody is helping me.
Yeah.
The Courageous Cash Foundation. It's really more blue and shifting more of the hearts and stuff to red.
I love it.
I started it about 6 days ago, and I have 300 people on my page already.
I feel like I have a heart with angel wings on either side, like that to be a logo or something like that.
Yeah, I'm working on a logo now.
So look, I just want to say, I want to say that your foundation is credible, is what I'm hearing. So it's credible, meaning, there's value to it. And I do want to tell you, I know you feel lost. I mean, there's just so much happening in your world right now with him just recently leaving this planet, but I do feel there's a mission here, right? Do you feel it's a mission, Brooke?
Yeah, I want him to be proud of me, and I want to help other people, and I want other people to find value in being helped through this tragedy.
So I do see just a lot of people helping you. I do feel financial backing working for you. And I do know that, of course, your health has to be paramount now, about caring for yourself and allowing yourself to, be in whatever way you want to be. But I know that you will receive healing when you help others. That's really what he's telling me is the healing happens knowing that you can help others with his story. And look, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I feel like, and I'm going to say that there's a book, but I feel like, I don't know if you're writing it. I feel like it's a book with different chapters from different stories from different people. And this book is sold and 100% of the money goes towards the foundation, something like that. So, and look, you don't have to go out there and do anything. What I'm hearing is the people will come to you. It's like, the people will come, right? They say, like, the people who want to help you raise the money, the people who surrendered that this is their mission too. That's what I'm hearing for you. So in some way, I believe your grandson is saying, look, what's important is that you need to sleep at night, because there's something about you not sleeping. And that's really, we have to kind of just say, look, we need you to sleep at night. because he's going to communicate with you at night too. Please don't put pressure on yourself for that ever to happen, because it
No,
never
I
happens
do.
when we expect it. And
Yeah,
it can
I
happen.
pray to him. I have sleep with his blanket.
And it
I
can
have his
happen.
oxygen stickers on my hand.
And it can, yeah, happen during the day. It can happen. It's about finding life and loss, you know? It's like buying yourself flowers and realizing, there's loss. We buy flowers for funerals, but we also buy flowers because they brighten our day. So it's like finding that meaning and things that, we may, just look at differently right now, but his heart is very much still with you. And I know when you have that passion and purpose in your life that you're going to create it. We manifest just by the intention alone. And you are manifesting, even though with your physical eyes, you're like, seeing something else maybe at the moment, but don't believe in what you're seeing at the moment. How's that? Your faith will carry you and take you far. And that's what I'm feeling for you, Brooke. He was a lovely young man, and he would always want to give back. And he feels like he's such a helper on the other side, And I want to say, I don't know if you feel tap, 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 or tap, 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 or I don't know where the tapping is, but he says he's tapping. I'm tapping you. I'm tapping you. So I don't know, just this feeling. I don't know if you feel this way, but if you ever get that sense of him around, he's very brilliant.
Pay
And he
better
comes,
attention.
yeah, he comes to you in balloons. I don't know why he's showing me like a lot of balloons, like a lot of balloons, a lot of balloons.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just like trying to pay better attention, but sometimes I think I'm so clouded in just devastation, and I just gear to helping. I raised $1,400 for a memorial bench and a plaque, and within a month we're gonna have that dedicated in a park because he never could get up on his feet, and just try to be positive, we're just trying. And I went to a memorial for another heart baby that died last night, and because that's the least I can do is show up for another family. So just try and be good for other people.
And so if I just may leave you with this, Brooke, before I move on, is that when we are in grief, when we have a loss of a close relative, family member, your grandson, I feel my experience is that your energy field is much more open right now to the spirit world. And even though it may be hard, or we feel we're not connected, or we're in a cloud, sometimes that cloud can be the connection because of your energy field is so emotional right now. So it's not that you're preventing anything from happening. It's if anything, you're in an altered, I don't want to say altered state, but you're kind of connecting with the love of your grandson being on the other side. How's that? Kind of makes sense that we feel a little wobbly, Cheryl, like I'm sleeping all different hours. I'm emotional. I'm grieving. I'm in this, I don't know where I am, and I don't know how to feel. And I have all the emotions. And I do feel there's a part of us that through the love of someone, we are connected to them, and it will only get stronger. But the cloudiness that you're feeling, it's all good. It's all good. It's just how it's just the experience of the transition you're going through, and the transformation that's happening right now, because you're shifting, your energy is shifting. So we always ask, we just hold light for ourselves, Brooke, we just hold light for you. We send you a prayer, and we know that you're going to be okay. And I know that, through everybody listening to you tonight and your grandson, that this will manifest, this will happen. This will create healing and be of benefit to many people.
I hope so.
Thank you for what you're doing.
I have to. We have to just live right by him.
Yeah. Good guy. Good young man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and really sharing Cash, because I just feel that tender love coming through with him, and dogs coming through, of course. I mean, he's just unconditional love, that young person. Thank you. I did feel, I want to move on now because I do feel someone's brother. I have to connect with, there's someone's brother in spirit, but yet that person wants to help me ask a psychic question. Is there like a Debbie or a Deb on the call or a D initial? And then does this person have a question? And I don't know everyone's name on the call, but then do you have a brother? I don't even know if there's a D on the initial. I don't know. There's a Darcy, a Destiny, a Danielle. Do any of you have a brother on the other side? And then your
What
brother.
about a last name?
There's a Darcy. Hi, Darcy. It could be, but let me go to Darcy first, just because I got this. So hi, Darcy. And do you have a question for me, please? A psychic question? But thank you for your help. I may come to you next.
Thank you.
Just maybe, does Spirit have a message for me or someone from the other side? Just future, like career, what's happening, good stuff.
Yeah, we always want. Yeah, totally
Of
good stuff.
course.
Well, and look, that's all they want for you too. So that is for sure a thing. And look, I'm hearing as soon as I saw your picture, and you tell me if this resonates with you. I'm hearing you're supposed to connect to your guides more. You're supposed to connect to your guides and angels more.
Yeah,
Like
so
you've
every
gotta
time
get-
I reach out, sorry.
No,
Every
sorry.
time
It's okay. We both, I sorry if I interrupt you, but
every time I reach out to my angels and ask them something, they always answer. And it's funny, I was just telling my husband this the other day. So yeah, I do need to reach out to them more for sure.
yeah, reach out to them more and believe in it is what they say and trust it. But there's work ahead of you. Like you're either supposed to be doing this work or learning about this type of work. You don't even have to make money at it or do the work, but it is about you kind of stepping into this and owning it, because I believe that not only are you an empath, as many people are on the call, but that, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you're supposed to be doing this work, whether even if you just did it for your own benefit, it would serve you. Like you're almost there is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing like you're just rounding the corner, like stay with it, girl. Like, you're there, you're just kind of around the corner. It's okay to take a break, but you're hearing them, but they say maybe you're just distracted or other things are on your mind. And that can be the case. Life happens, right? Life happens, but they want to be a part of that. They want to be a problem solver with you is what they're saying. We want to problem solve with you. Like, tell us your worries, tell us your problems. It's
I love
okay
that.
if you're
Yeah, that was my question earlier. And I wrote a name for my psychic business. And so I think I own 22 Oracle decks, and I've taken Oracle school and stuff like that, but I don't stay with it. So you're absolutely right. I think that's where I should be though.
Well, it's just something that you could do and it would happen by delight or surprise. Like if you build it, they will come. It's that feeling like I keep seeing you like put your name out there or your sign out there, so to speak, hang your shingle, and they will come. And they may only come one at a time, or they may come 100 at a time. I don't know, but your light is being shown in the spirit world, like they've got their eye on you. We've got a spotlight on you. We're just kind of hovering and waiting for you to get started.
Yeah, well, I have 18 people that passed over that were close to me. Yeah, and my husband's mother passed this morning at 5 a.m. So we just got home tonight. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So I don't know if you have a message from her or if she's coming through yet, or but yeah, so we've just got home. My birthday was the 23rd, and then we left the 24th, and today she passed. So
And is there something about the month of February, please, that's important for you? Or a date or anniversary or a birthday? Ooh, I hear echo. So just to finish, I feel like she says it's really hot, or you guys got really hot, or I don't know if you're hot. I don't know, but there's a lot of heat around you. I don't know. What does that mean? I'm going to ask you because
well, we were hot in the hospital room for the
yeah.
last 2 days. Yeah, it was really stuffy, and I kept saying, open the window. She was in a nursing home in
And there's
Pallet.
a lot of coughing going on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but this is just what I'm feeling like God, I got to get out of here. It's hot in here. It's that feeling of Well,
It was very,
she's very decisive, I just want to say, right? So when she knew it was her time, she said, I knew it was my time and I left. And I want to say she was done. She was done with this world. And not that she's angry at all. I mean, she is very she doesn't look to the past or something. Like, I just get on with it. I just get on with it. And is there a Jerry or a Gerald or Jerome? I don't know. There's another J happening here.
my mom's Joanne, that's passed.
Oh,
but
your mom has passed.
yeah, yeah, I have 18 over there.
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, I know that they're all helping you. I'll just tell you that they are all helping you with your whatever you do. If you go canoeing, they are just you have a family affair going on over there. Like, if we're going to do something, we're going to do it all together. Like, I could see a canoe for 18 people, that's, it's almost like, and they all are funny. They all tell jokes. It's like one person tells a joke and then they add to the joke. And then it just like, it's passed around in the community of your family.
Yeah.
Your mother is your mother-in-law is all right, your husband's mother, and she says, thank you for patting my hand and, like telling me it was okay to go. And
Yes, my
thank
husband.
you. Yeah, your husband did that.
He did. Yeah.
And thank you for either giving her the last rites or someone blessed her. If this is,
I did. I said a prayer in the hospital room. We wanted the priest to come in and we couldn't get him to come in time. And so I just bowed my head and quietly said a prayer in the chair. So thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad that came through. And it's so true about how connected we are with our loved ones, and that it's very possible to connect with them with just like you said, a few hours.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a joy to meet you. I feel like, that you're blessed in a lot of ways,
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you are too. I really enjoy your readings. I was on another Thomas call and you came in. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Darcy. And blessings to you and your husband, and, just lots of love there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And to everyone, I feel like we're going to wrap up here, Kelly, and just want to thank everyone for joining us. And I'm excited for you to come back to another Thomas John event. And thank you to Thomas for allowing me to be a part of this tonight.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Really, really thank you so much. I'm glad we're able to do this event for the time that everybody, purchased a ticket for. And Cheryl, you're amazing. You did great. And so many lovely messages came through that weren't psychic, which was beautiful. And I'll send you all the link, the recording from tonight in your emails, and you'll also get the link for the December event. That'll be free. You guys can all go to it. So I appreciate everybody was very kind and considerate with the situation, and I really appreciate that. It's not easy to be flexible sometimes, but you all were, so I appreciate it. And I all hope you have a beautiful night. If you have any questions, you can always email me at info@mediumthomas.com. Thank you, everybody.